gotta return. I gotta return to the capital. Just seen on Twitter this morning, Jacques Bertois, the wannabe blogger on the streets in Fredericton, chased politician down on the street, taking over my job till my vacation is over. He said that Jake Stewart is going to reoffer, and then he mentioned that the election will be called Monday. Election to be called Monday. What kind of election? Provincial election or by-election? Carl Stewart isn't it? Carl Stewart. See, I'm going to have my coffee here. Carl Urquhart. Carl Urquhart is not going to reoffer. Well, it's too bad. He had his... he know what the feeling was to be a minister. Been there a long time. And got to give him credit. At first it was a little bit wobbly. Is that a word? Wobbly. When Denis Landry and the Liberals, they demanded that the poor and people with mental illness and minorities be forced to walk from the provincial jail to their home. Like if they're sentenced in Fredericton, if you're a woman, you go to Miramichi, and they force them to walk home in a storm, and they force them to walk from St. John. But I fought with the Liberals. Liberals are scumbag anyway. So hey, Kevin Vickers, they might just shoot them. Carl Urquhart at first, a little bit, but then at the end he turned around. Prisoners are no longer allowed to walk home. So if you go to jail, they will drive you back to Fredericton. Not talking to myself here, just talking to a camera. So next thing you know, so he got to be, with him in power, Minister of Public Safety, prisoners are no longer forced to walk home. And there's a few others that's not running, and then I'm surprised. So all this, is that an excuse for a provincial election? Why don't just call the by-elections? Every single one of them, call the by-election, then see what happens. But to just say, okay, there's too many uncertainty for New Brunswick, and he did say we want New Brunswick. Blaine Hicks said we want New Brunswick to move ahead, rehab the resources, you know. That's scary, because that's the Irving agenda, moving ahead with a majority. That is very, very scary, and that's where, let the government bring you down and then go for provincial election. I will not support a person, and don't forget that we're not supporting Kevin Vickers, Kevin Bang Vickers, because he doesn't know nothing about politics. It's a Camille Thuriot gang all around him, and we don't want that. We don't want the Liberals in there. So what's going to happen? There'll be an election. Stay tuned.